All right, so look, I already got a whole different approach to this. Who the fuck really raised Ja Morant? He just recently came out with an apology. We know what's going on. It's been around the headlines, the news. He's out here in these streets again, like literally weeks after he just got punished. Brandishing the gun. Where you at with this, Indy?
I was on Jaw's side like the first time, not the showing the gun in the club, but like, okay, he's young, he's stupid. Like, I don't know how I would have acted at 23 with this amount of money. Like, I was just like, okay, like he's a kid. Like, and I don't think that he's irredeemable. I don't think anybody's irredeemable. Don't get me wrong. So I don't believe in that shit at all. I won't take it to that extreme. But I was sitting here like, okay, like maybe he's learned. But like the fact that you have a $200 million bag and
Yes.
all you have to do is not do the same thing you got in trouble for the first time. That's what I don't understand. Like you did the exact same thing. And like the exact same thing. That's the
I thought
part
it was
that
a prank. I thought it was a prank. I was like, is this real? Is this real?
that's all you had to do. I listened to Adam Silver's statement on it yesterday, doing like the lottery and everything. And like he was like, I thought like I didn't think that Ja had changed per se. I thought that he might have been smarter going forward. Like
Exactly.
it wasn't enough time for like a come to Jesus moment. Like but like I was hoping that like the people around him would be like, you have to be smarter than this. But like it's been a series of things. Like, listen, I've been a Ja apologist. I'm like, when his boy got banned from home games for pointing lasers at
Oh,
Pacers players.
yo, he go. It's just adding up. It is just adding up. It is.
Like when he was flashing guns, well, now that's all you do. So all the other stuff that people were like accusing you of before, like the lives happened, I'm like, oh, you definitely did that because this is something you apparently do. You're just like, like I don't get it.
It's crazy. I've seen comparisons where people are like they do like black laws versus white laws. I've seen comparisons with pictures too, where they seem like a family have like pictures of assault rifles versus him. And to me, they're like, that's not the point of all of this.
No,
Like,
no,
he is, like you just said, I didn't even realize his bag was that big, but like, he is an entertainer where there are kids who are just watching this, where there's no kid that needs to think that is cool to do. Because at any given time, as a videographer, one thing that happens like with the music videos, when people are doing these things with guns, it doesn't happen all the time, but videographers, people who are shooting behind the camera, have been shot because people want to just play with that gun. Also, entourages or even artists themselves, just from a music video, from not knowing that the gun is loaded or not knowing how to properly care for the gun. So whenever you go into that, and also from the aspect too, like I was always grew up by like I can't say I grew up by a protocol. I wasn't like in the street or anything, but I was always like heard. I guess like the rule per se is if you're going to have a gun, like the only time you have it in your hand is with the intention to use it, and that's only if deadly force is being applied on you or the threat
exactly.
of it is being applied on you. Other than that, like you know what I mean, like all this other shit is crazy. I'm not going to get into the laws or if he's right or wrong with that type of stuff, but
Yeah, to me that's null and void too.
correct.
It doesn't matter. Like and then the second time, like you're saying, like people get killed by accident all the time. So you were out in public the first time, like at a strip club. Like I could be
Yeah.
minding my business and then get shot by John Morant. Like,
I mean,
you know?
catching a stray.
Yeah. Like what the fuck? And then you were holding it while you were driving this time. So like if you want to do these things, like do them in private, like at your place. Like I know you
Exactly.
have a nice setup somewhere that you don't even have. You could be like out in the mountains or something. Like if you really want to trip, like go do that. Like you
This
don't even have to be in public
He's
ever.
supposed to be in Cancun right now anyway, out there chilling somewhere on his off season like vacation. He ain't even supposed to be out here worried about that. He's supposed to be someplace where he can't even take weapons. He's supposed to be traveling. So
That's my favorite playoff
what
comeback.
the hell?
Cancun on three.
What's his dad's name? Was it T Morant?
Yes,
T
yes.
Morant. Who really raised you?
Like that's the
I don't
thing.
get
I'm
it.
like, And that was the other thing, like when this happened, I was like, not that he's not grown, but he is like a kid. Like like he's an adult. He's making more money than I'll see in my life. But like when you think about it, like he's like he's college age still. Like I was still in college at his age. So
Yeah,
like, I still needed parental guidance. So I was like, his dad's real present. Like he's not, and not saying that, if his dad wasn't present, that would be an issue. I'm like, oh, but he has like such an involved father. Like he's gonna pull him to the side, he's gonna get his head straight. That's cool. But no. And then like even his mom gets him into shit, which blows my mind. Like like you saw the thing where she was at the mall and she got into it with an employee. And so she was like, I'm calling my son. And he like rolled in there like 8 deep. It's just like, why are you getting your son involved? Like, and another thing, like, I think his sister had a basketball game and she was jawing with like a student or something. And so
be
she's
about
like,
that
I'm gonna
life.
get my son. Why are you
Yeah,
getting your son? Like this is your whole this is generational wealth we're
yeah.
talking about.
Once you're
Like
in that public eye, you gotta get brand new.
keep him away from this shit. Like
I get bougie. You gotta get bougie after a while. You're in a different echelon. You gotta get brand
that
new
was
on
that was the other argument. Like why was she in the shopping mall? Like you got a $200 million
Oh no,
bag. Why is your mom
I'm
in the
talking about
mall?
mentality wise. You gotta be mentally above that. Not yeah, she can go anywhere she wants to shop though. Mentally. Thanks for watching the YouTube page. For more exclusive content, like and subscribe. And if we said something wrong or if there's anything you want us to bring up, leave a comment right down there.